Hello, it is Saturday morning. I'm clearly channeling my inner sporty spice this morning. It's the weekend before we go back for term 4 of school, and this morning I am off to try pickleball for the first time. I am very excited. So there aren't any pickleball courts in my local area. So what some people have done is they've bought like portable nets, and then they go each weekend and they tape out the pickleball court on our local like basketball court. So it's only been running, I think this is like maybe the fourth weekend that you can go and try. And I keep driving past it every weekend and it just looks like so much fun. So this morning, we're gonna go try some pickleball.
Pickleball was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. It was like a 2-hour session. We did some warm-ups. We learned how to hit the ball and like the style that you hit with the bats, because there was 5 of us that were absolutely brand new to pickleball, so we were just learning the basics, and then we got into learning like how to play the game. And I'm pretty sure they took some photos, and there might even be some videos that the people running it took that I can put in here. I'm not 100% sure. I just was focused on learning a whole new game, so I didn't get any footage, but it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. One thing I was thinking about though is I've seen quite a few YouTubers lately trying to do things alone, like go places alone or start hobbies alone and things like that. And I think for a lot of people, it's like a really hard thing to do, or it's not something that they're used to or that's common for them. I don't even think twice before doing things by myself. I just signed up to this online. They've got an app. I put my name down and then I just showed up and went by myself. Like for me, that's a pretty normal thing to do. I've been doing that pretty much my whole life. If I want to try something, I'm not waiting for someone else. And it's only from watching, I think, so many YouTubers that struggle with it and are trying to get comfortable with being alone that I realized it's maybe not the norm for everybody. So this is your sign. If you're somebody who just can't imagine the idea of just going and trying something new by yourself, please do. Don't let waiting for someone else to do something with you stop you from doing things, because there's really, really no harm in just going and doing it yourself. And like pickleball was great. There was, 5 of us that were new. 2 of the people were together, but the other 3 of us, like the other 2 ladies, they knew people that were there, but they were just put in a group with me because we were all new. So it wasn't something where I needed to have someone there with me that I knew. It wouldn't have changed what the experience was like. So I'm just glad that I don't let doing things on my own stop me from doing things that I want to do or I want to try, because it was fun. And I am really glad that I went and did that and had a go. All right, so now obviously Macy's in the car and I've just driven out to a little bit of a bush fire trail track. I'm going to take him for a nice walk. Hey, Mace, we'll go for a nice big walk? Yeah, all right, let's do it.
Colors of white and gray behind an empty space.
I didn't bring my headphones, but one of the best things about walking in the bush where there is literally nobody is that I have just been playing my podcast that I'm listening to. Actually, it's an audiobook. I've been listening to my audiobook just out loud with my volume on high on my phone, and that's just fine because I'm not disrupting anybody out here. But I am listening to the Dolly Alderton book, Everything I Know About Love. I think that's the name. It's the one where like I can put the cover here, but it's the one where like all of the other words are crossed out in the title. So I think that's what it's called, Everything I Know About Love. But it's a really good book. I love, and I might have said this before in another vlog, but I just love listening to audiobooks when they're being read by the author, when they're books like about the author's life, so like autobiographies or like short stories that the author has written about their own experiences. I love listening to those as audiobooks because I love hearing them tell the stories in their own voices, like they're just like chatting and telling you the story themselves. So really enjoying that as an audiobook and listening to it out very loud in the middle of the bush.
I drifted back into the conversation she was having with Scott. Perhaps the wedding got too big, she said. You know?
And we're home. Time for some lunch and a little Oh, that can looks like it's been dropped. Anyway, should be fine. Okay. Does anyone else follow Brittany Saunders on social media? She used to be a YouTuber and she owns the label Fate. But she's always drinking these pink Vs. They're pineapple and watermelon flavour. And let's just say I was absolutely influenced to try them. And they're an energy drink, obviously, the V. But they taste like juice. They are very sweet. Like most energy drinks are very sweet. But it's just so moreish. Anyway, the little 4-packs were on sale yesterday, so I grabbed a little 4-pack. I usually try not to buy them. I just don't want to get in the habit, but all right, lunch. I think I have 1 serve of chicken gyros left that I made during the week, so I'm gonna whip that together for a little tasty lunch. And in my book, it's not gyros without chippies in your wrap, in your pita bread. So I'm going to chuck some chippies in the air fryer. So quick and easy. Man, I love my air fryer. These, I got like little, like the Woolies brand French fries. They take 10 minutes to cook in the air fryer. It's just, you can't beat that time. Done. So good. So then I basically pick up, dropped it on the floor. I basically pick up the fries and like stuff them in the pita. Delish. So now I'm just gonna sit down on the couch, watch a bit of YouTube, chill out for a minute, and then see where the afternoon takes me. I just sat and watched like 2 hours of YouTube. The time just slipped away. But it is a very nice day, lovely and sunny. It's a bit windy, but I think I should be fairly sheltered. I'm going to go and sit in my courtyard and read a book. I will show you the book. I started it last night and I'm really enjoying it. So I'll show you that, and that's what I'm going to do now. So this is the book that I've started reading. I read 90 pages last night, which was my first night reading it. I knew nothing about it when I started reading it. I can't even remember where I saw it. It is part of a series. And yeah, wherever I saw it, it said something about it being like perfect, like autumnal vibes. And I know, I know it's spring in Australia, but it just sounded like something I would really, really enjoy. The little like review blurb, I don't know what you call it, when like another author gives a quote. It's by Emily Henry. A sexy, funny, charming romp that scratches that witchy autumnal itch just right. So it's a book about like a witchy town, and this girl's been away and she's come back, and yeah, I don't want to tell you too much about it because I've gone into it blind and I'm quite enjoying it, but this is what I'm going to go sit and have a little read of. The wind's really picking up out there, so got about half an hour, got to read a little bit, but giving up on it because we were about to be blown away. So now instead, I think I'm just going to grab my laptop and just do some organizing and planning, get ready for the week ahead. Obviously, I think I already mentioned, but it is the weekend before we go back to school to start term 4. So I want to work out what foods I want to eat for like lunches this week, what I'm going to buy for dinners. Yeah, just, all of that organizing, planning ahead so that I have a really smooth week.
I'm so obsessed with him, but he avoids me like the plague.
Right, so I've literally been sitting here for like the last, I don't even know how long. I ended up playing The Sims on my laptop. So I've been sitting here for a while. Now I have decided to treat myself. I live right in town, so I'm just going to walk to the main street and I'm going to get myself some Chinese takeaway for dinner. I make the most of, I feel like tonight's like the last night of school holidays because tomorrow night it's kind of like the Sunday scaries and I don't really have the Sunday scaries about going back to work. I'm like, it's not a big deal, but I feel like it's that kind of mood where you've got to wake up the next morning and go to work. So tonight feels like the last night that's like relaxed and carefree before school goes back, if that makes sense. So I thought I would just romanticize the night and go and grab myself some Chinese. That sounds good, doesn't it, Mace? Okay, Chinese has been obtained. One of the things about living alone is always like managing the amount of food I have. So what I do is when I order Chinese, I order a large fried rice and then 2 dishes. So this time I got honey prawns and satay chicken. And then I divide that up into like 3 meals. Because I want the variety. Like that's one of the things I love about getting Chinese is that you like all the flavors. So yes, I will divide it up and it'll be like maybe 2 dinners and a lunch or something like that. But I'd rather do it that way than just go and order a meal for 1. If that makes sense. I don't know if that even makes sense. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to serve this up and then I'm going to start watching Aussie Shore. So it's like the Australian version of Jersey Shore or Geordie Shore. I used to be like the biggest Geordie Shore fan, such a Charlotte fan, loved her and Gaz together, like really got into it. I have seen a couple of little clips from the Aussie Shore on social media and it looks terrible. It just looks so cringe, so bad. So we'll see. I might hate it. I just realized that I started watching Made in Bondi. Like it was in one of my vlogs, maybe a month or 2 back now. I think I watched 2 episodes. Maybe I only watched the first episode. I don't know. I never went back to it. I forgot I even started watching it. It was bad. I don't think I'll finish that series. So fingers crossed that. I mean, I don't think Aussie Shore could be worse than Made in Bondi. That show was terrible. All right, let me get this served up and then we'll watch some TV.
I'm not made for this shit. What the fuck is this gonna work? I don't think any of these guys have worked a day in their lives, if I'm honest. Oh my god, Carney is spooked out.
Holy shit.
What is this? It's terrible. It's uncomfortable. Do not recommend. I just feel like we will never be able to replicate that really great original reality TV era where people were doing like stupid shit on camera, but they weren't doing it like to get famous. They were just getting like drunk and forgetting that they were being filmed, or they were just like getting so wrapped up in it. Whereas these shows are just people that want to like, they're just on there to get a name and to like go for shock factor and to be like, look at me. And it's not fun to watch. It's not interesting. It's not entertaining. It's just like shock factor trash, pure trash. So yeah, no, this show is terrible. Good morning. It's Sunday. I'm up. I'm ready to leave the house and I'm headed to my local, I don't even know what you call it, fun park. I think that's the best description. It's called Magic Mountain. There's a roller coaster there. There is like a toboggan, water slides. What are those little cars called that you drive? Go-karts. Like mini golf, I think, is still there. I haven't been in a while. They've got like a ropes course, but that you pay extra for that. But I'm going there with my sister and her family. So my niece and my nephew, and my sister actually got me like the year pass to go there. When they go, I can go, and my nephew's so excited that I'm going to be joining them and going along with them. So it should be a really fun day out. So yeah, let's go straight into that. In we go.
big day. It was so much fun. Just loved it. My nephew just had the best day. He just wanted me to go on every single ride with him. So I went on every single ride that he could possibly go on. And then my sister and I went on the roller coaster because my nephew was just like this much too short to do that. But yeah, it was a fabulous day, but I am absolutely dead. I am exhausted. It's 3 p.m. I didn't put in a click and collect order yesterday. I got a little bit organized, but I just didn't put it through. I was just going to run to the supermarket this afternoon. I do not feel like doing that. I was going to wash Mason. It's ridiculously windy, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm basically writing the afternoon off as just chill out. Yeah, maybe watch some YouTube, maybe, I don't know, play on my computer. I probably will put in a click and collect order now to pick up tomorrow afternoon with my like weekly groceries. I think I've got enough food. Since I got Chinese last night, I can have the leftovers of that for dinner tonight and then take some of that for lunch to school tomorrow. And then I have enough other like food to get me through the first day back. And then, yeah, so I'll put in a click and collect order and pick that up tomorrow because I'm fried. I am just done. I am exhausted, but it was so much fun. Such a good way to spend the last day of the holidays. Like, I'm so glad that I did that because I felt like I was on holidays. It was really cool. And I'm so excited now that my sister's family and I have the season passes too, because yeah, it's just somewhere I haven't really been for so long since I was like a kid, like going there and enjoying all of the things. And so it's so fun now to go and experience that with them. So yeah, that's what's happening. And I'm going to head inside and chill out for my arvo.